Head to the bottom of the first inning, no score after Furman leaves the bases loaded, and UNCG will step up to the plate against the reigning SoCon pitcher of the year, Lindsey Burt. She's a lefty. She's a terrific two-way player, one of the best in the country, and right now hoping to salvage this series for the Paladins, who lost the first two games. Burt, certainly a good candidate to help stem the tide against the Spartansville.
If there is anybody in this league that has become a stalemate in the circle over the past 4 seasons, it has been Lindsey Burt. 140 innings over the course of 23 appearances this year. She has put the work in, and she will, as she has over the course of her 4 years, she'll give it everything she's got in the circle today for Furman.
165 strikeouts in 140-plus innings, and batters hitting just .203 against her. The 0-1 fouled off by Mateus, who has just been terrific lately. Mateus 4 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader with 7 RBI. That included a grand slam. She was a triple shy of the cycle. And in her last 8 games, 15 of 24 at the plate. Almost 2/3 getting a hit in her last 2/3 of her bats, which is incredible. If she fouls off this pitch, it's still 0-2.
Oh, and by the way, she's a freshman. It's not bad.
Very promising player out of D.H. Conley High School in Greenville, North Carolina, the home of East Carolina University. Another team that wears purple like Furman. And the 0-2 is up high for a ball, 1-2. Mateus' average now up to .345. 1-2 from Burt. Check swing. She said she went around. They're going to make the throw to first, and it's in there in time. Nice job by Ogburn to get to it and retire retire Mateus on the throw to Borelli after the strikeout. First strikeout for Burt and 1 out.
That was a tremendous job by Ogburn to get to that ball. Now, I think Mateus realized right away where the ball was, but good job by the Paladin backstop to go gather it and get the first out at the bottom of the first.
Here's Gabby Cubbage. And the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Cubbage 2 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Her average up to .341. Swings through the 0-1 pitch. Behind in the count, 0-2.
That ball tailing as it rose. Burt with so many pitches she can throw for strikes. So tough to figure out in the circle for opposing batters.
Well, the rise ball can be especially hard to hit, especially when you're a lefty. Not many of those around at this level. In fact, UNCG does not have a left-handed pitcher. When you have an effective one like Burt for Furman, gives you a chance in any game, and there's another strikeout as Cubbage goes down swinging. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts here in the first.
That is just complete bread and butter for Lindsey Burt. She has done that so many times over the course of her career. Such a composed pitcher for Furman.
Here comes Marissa Schultez, the first baseman, 3 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader with 3 runs batted in. A couple of home runs. First pitch to the junior is outside for a ball. Schultez from Albany, New York. Took a red shirt in 2015 after she appeared in 10 games due to injury. Since then, has had a magnificent career. Takes the 1-0 pitch for a ball, 2-0. Last year was first team All-SoCon with a team-high .330 average and 10 home runs. She's got 8 round-trippers this season after the 2 she hit earlier today. And she misses an off-speed pitch, 2-1.
These are the kind of matchups, Paul, you love to watch. A pitcher like Burt and a batter like Schultez. And when you have 2 teams that are this good and have this much talent, you're treated to that in at-bat after at-bat. 2 of the best at what they do facing off against each other right here.
Another swing and a miss, 2-2 to count. Schultez now has a 6-game hit streak after she went 3 for 3. Batting 11 of 18 during this 6-game hit streak. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Burt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Burt strikes down the side in order. here in the first inning. So nothing across the board for either team here in the first. We head to the second with no score.